We've had you a couple of times in the last few months, each time talking about the US-India trade deal. Will it happen? Won't it happen? We are now in 2026. Are we any closer to sealing a deal than we were, let's say, a few months ago?
Well, the question I have to ask is, does a trade deal matter? The Indian side and the US side have been negotiating many, many times. And I would say that it got concluded, went to the president, and he kind of changed the goalpost. And where we are now at the moment is almost final again. It will go to the president, he'll take a call. I believe we will have some kind of a trade deal in the next 3 months.
It will be a full-blown
trade deal because what India is doing is, which the Europeans and others did not do, is we are getting to nuts and bolts, making sure that reciprocal trade terms are agreed upon. What are we going to agree on the agriculture side? So if you look at what has happened with the European trade deal, suddenly Trump said, I'll put 10% more penalty on Greenland. Whereas this one is going to be a signed deal between the two countries.
Can we then trust a Donald Trump? Given that, as you say, he's weaponized tariffs. He's using tariffs as a weapon. He's used it against India, saying if you buy Russian oil, I put 25% penalty. He's gone ahead, done that. Many of us would believe that that's hypocritical because other countries are trading with Russia, don't get the same penalties imposed on them. Are we dealing with someone who is simply, who one simply can't trust? How does one trust Donald Trump to do a trade deal with him?
Well, that's a question countries are asking. That is, when you come to terms and conditions, will that change?
Yeah.
And we have seen the case of European, they have agreement, 15% tariff, and suddenly 10% more tariff, and if until June they may basically take up another 25%. So the question everybody is asking is a trade deal, will it last?
Let's come to one very important point that we pick up from Indian CEOs. And this is the consequences that we are witnessing by some accounts on American investment into India. Even as a trade deal, as you put it, may happen in April, are you confident at the top of 2026 that this year we will see once again a much more higher level of engagement from American companies investing in India? A massive deal was announced for Andhra Pradesh, for example, $10 billion and more. Is that going to continue this year as well?
Absolutely. I must have talked to 100 US CEOs, global CEOs. Not a single one said that they will reduce the investment in India. Not a single one said to me they will move the supply chain out of India. You have to understand, you have a political relationship between India and the US, then you have a business relationship. India is very, very critical for US companies, not only just for market access, but leveraging Indian talent to become more competitive on a global basis. We have over 2,000 global capability centers in India, 60% are American. In the last 2 years, they've generated 300,000 IP for these companies itself. So America will continue, American business will continue investing and leveraging India.